Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. Here we are for another day of whatever, what have you. Used to work with a woman that said, whatever, what have you. And I still say it today. So here we are. Is your keto under 20? Are you spending those 20 carbs in a judicious way? Do you like what you're doing? Somebody just said to me in a comment, they were questioning me on a vegetable. And she said, I can have those? And it's like, I have no idea when I taped whatever podcast that was. But if you are new to my channel, I'm doing Keto Under 20. I spend my 20 carbs for the most part on green leafies and other things like asparagus, sometimes spinach. And then I have things like cream cheese and cheese, nuts sometimes. I have bought packages of raspberries and had an ounce of each 2 days in a row. But I don't like to have those things as a habit. So even buying a 4-ounce package makes it feel like too much of a challenge after having it 2 days in a row. To me, that's too habit forming. I don't know if any of you feel that way. So that's how I spend my 20. Last night I had Rao's arrabbiata sauce on some zoodles, zucchini noodles, with an organic sweet Italian sausage di Luigi. It was delish. And I also put in some sauteed baby spinach, organic as well. And so I had 60 carbs of that. There's only 3 carbs in half of a cup, and I think I had a quarter of a cup. And then I also put in a half a tablespoon of pasture-raised butter. And it was delish, and it was satisfying, and I had it in my big Fiesta bowl that's called a pasta bowl, of all things. And so I did that. So if you hear me talking about eating something, and you're watching a video and you may be new to my show, my channel, just know that it isn't always the way it comes out of my mouth that day. So I guess it's good to question me. But my keto journey is a process. And so there are subject to change food items, things that I have that I will never have again, things that I keep having and writing about and logging and whatever. So just know that you can have any veggie you want. It's how you want to spend it. And one baked potato would throw me way off already. So I am having things like spinach, romaine, asparagus. On Saturdays, big treat around here, I have cauliflower crumbles, Brussels sprouts. And seeing that like in 8 Brussels sprouts, there's something like 12 carbs on my chronometer, which is very accurate. It's a deal breaker for me to have them more than once a week. So that's the night that we cook on the big green egg and have steak and the 3 veggies, asparagus, cauli crumbles, and Brussels sprouts. So that's a big deal for me because it used to have a baked potato along with it, and I don't anymore. So one of the things that I am enjoying at this point is my big salad at night. And tonight is no exception. I'm having my 125 grams of organic romaine lettuce with organic red cabbage and blue cheese, 10 grams of blue cheese, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 4 ounces of filet mignon, and 2 strips of uncured bacon. One of the reasons I count grams is, have you ever poured cream into your coffee, heavy whipping cream? I could get up to 3 tablespoons and still be still pouring unless I used my kitchen scale for the 15 grams of heavy whipping cream. I have to be accurate, and if it changes, then I go into my chronometer and I change that. Avocado is another one. I could get very slippery with that. 30 grams I count for my salad, and like yesterday, I had 55 grams in my taco salad. Taco salad's another thing I'm favoring. I think I'm almost out of the roast pork though, so it'll go away. So I'm one of those that likes runs of foods. I don't get tired of them. Greg doesn't do two meals the same in a row, so I usually am cooking 2 different meals. It's a no big deal thing because I have the recipe for feeding him down, not unlike Alma does for her David. We know what they like, and so I just serve it on up. And so it looks keto until I add the starch. And then he has more food after that. His first meal of the day is dinner, and then he continues to refuel. He doesn't eat during the day when he's working, which is amazing to me. I'm going, kind of easy during the day, so the not eating my first meal until 11:30 or noon is not a big stretch for me. So when I spend my 20, I make sure I don't do net carbs. I can't play that game. So it's the 20, and I'm laughing because another person that is on this channel gave herself permission to have a higher carb vegetable while under some stress, and then watched a doctor's podcast and decided against it. And that was funny because it was not unlike my allowing myself strawberries, yogurt, kale, and nut butter, and not having the kale or strawberries anymore because the kale shake was awful for me, and then never getting to the yogurt, and then not having the nut butters. So there's something funny about giving yourself permission to have something a little bit higher carb. But I guess I have my formula down, and I guess I'm lucky that I like simple, and I'm not searching for the edge on the keto with new recipes and things like that. I'm pretty simple, and I don't know if it's my age, how much I want to cook, or my palate. Dr. Berg was interviewing a Korean woman yesterday that I watched, and she does intermittent fasting, and she seems young, but I guess she's not. But she's dropped 50, and she was 220, and now she's around 170, but she doesn't use the scale anymore, and she has her 2 keto meals every day. And he asked her what she ate, and she had eggs and cheese. Sometimes she says she has sour cream or salsa along with that eggs and bacon first meal of the day. And for dinner, she's a salad gal like me. She likes her Cobb salads and things like that. And it was just fun listening to her and seeing the exchange between him and her and how she's doing. And I really enjoyed her interview. And because she seems young, I was so surprised when she said, "It's my palate. My palate changed." And she was addicted to Sour Patch Kids and Diet Coke. And he was saying to her that if she was addicted to those tart candies, that her body was probably needing choline for the liver. And if she bought choline pills and licked one of them, she might taste the lemony part like the Sour Patch Kids candy. And it was just kind of interesting. I love how he knows so much about supplements. And I think I was watching somebody else, I don't think it was Dr. Berg, but they were talking about the soil being so depleted that even buying just organic and eating that, you might not be getting all the nutrition that in the days of old you would get from a certain item, and how supplementing these days has just become a necessity because the soils have just been depleted, and no matter what people do to them, I guess. And so I do a lot of supplements at this time. I know that Leanne from Keto Pursuit stopped doing a lot of her supplements and is just taking a minimal amount. So for now, I'm doing the wheatgrass juice powder, the potassium citrate powder mixed in with that, and then I squeeze a lemon on it, and I have that, and it's one of those, I don't know if you can see my green tongue, but it's like get it done type of things. And then I take a lot of different supplements. I don't drink apple cider vinegar, but I do take apple cider vinegar supplements and things like that. Other people can do the apple cider vinegar in a shot, and they're happy with that too. So it's just funny what we can do in our supplementation of our keto food plan. But I'm loving keto, and I do keep it simple. I love fatty meats. Imagine having permission to have fatty meats. And I think of all the old days when it was like I'd cut the fat off the pork chop. I wouldn't dream of buying a fatty like chuck roast to have and eat the fat, or the pork roast that I'm having now that has it just happens to have this certain little ribbon of fat through it. And I find that somebody was talking about their pork roast, and they were worried about it drying out, having it as a leftover. I cook it real slow. I put my gas stove on the lowest that it goes and warm it up with coconut oil. And it's fine. It's like the first day. It works in my taco salad. So that's my fun from here. My simple food plan that I keep rotating, and I like. I love my organic free-range eggs, my organic cheeses that I add to them, my uncured bacon, my fat pork roast, and filet in my salad with the bacon and things like. I just keep it simple, and I just keep the rotation small, and I'm happy with it. Maybe like I said, it's because I'm 66 and I like it simple. But my food bill is certainly lowered from not having all these wild, crazy recipes where, first I was buying things that it's like $6 for this little little seasoning that you need one pinch of, and I hated the recipe after it was made. No, thank you. So anyway, that's it from here. Just what's cooking? What's cooking in the kitchen? Have a wonderful day. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. And somebody said she considers me her keto grandmother. I love that. That's Esther. And if you haven't seen Esther's channel, do check her out as well. Esther's is no excuse, girl. She's got a great keto plan, and I enjoy her totally. She's out in Hawaii. And then Alma with Keto Meets Menopause, and of course, Dear Katie. Those are my three that I watch. As soon as there's a podcast, I'm there. And I hope that you guys are too, because they're a delight to watch, along with my Dr. Berg. He had me at a low. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20, not to mention Mike, Keto Mad. Yeah, Keto, keto, one meal a day, but only 1 O. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.